From time to time, I would get on here and talk about ancestry research. In particular, I would talk about Indigenous American ancestry research because when it comes to that, it is so hard to find your Indigenous American ancestors. Not that it's hard, it can be quite difficult if you don't know what to look for, if you don't have um, certain information that maybe somebody else in your family or like a distant relative might have. It can be quite complicated. Um, and for me, it was complicated at first, but I have been using this method that not everybody um, not everybody is capable of using, and that is using your intuition and your spirituality practices to find your ancestors. So for those who don't know, and for those who do watch this channel and may know, I am a part of a Indigenous American tribe down in North Carolina called the Skidore Wakan Cape Fear Indians. And I was able to trace my ancestry back to that tribe through some spiritual experiences. And I've spoken about that in other videos, so I'm not going to really speak about that on here. But what I am going to speak on is this other situation that it's pulling me. And usually I do not document this on video. I usually just go with it it works until the situation works out for me, and then I talk about it like with the tribe that I'm enrolled in now. When it came to being pulled towards finding that connection with that tribe, I never recorded the whole situation and put it up. I just talked about it afterwards. But for this one, I think I'm a record it and see where this takes me. So in my family, the first tribe I've ever been told that my family is a part of, besides Cherokee, because in the Black community, even in the white community, we all heard stories of having that Cherokee ancestor. Although I was never told that my ancestor was a Cherokee princess. Like, I've never heard that. But I've been told that we have Cherokee in the family, and it actually is true. Um, but another tribe that I've heard that my family is a part of is the Lenape, or particularly Ramapo Lenape. And the first person that told me that was my grandfather. I remember I had to be like 10, 11 years old. I was really young. Um, and I never heard of Ramapo before. I was just like, what the heck? So I did some research on that, and Ramapo is located in New Jersey. Now, here's the thing. The Lenape that I've been told that I'm connected to is on Staten Island, where I live. And Staten Island and Jersey is pretty close together. And there are historical, like, documents of the Lenape from Jersey coming over to Staten Island, and the whole back and forth with like occupying the Raritan Bay and all that stuff. So yeah, I've been told that my family has like Ramapo Lenape, and it is true because I did on Ancestry. I came across some people who have documentations of this certain articles about the Ramapo. And I remember in the article it says something about, it was, I don't think he was a chief. I don't know if he was a chief, I'm not sure. But it was some guy who's an ancestor, and he was labeled as Ramapo Lenape. So I found some documentations on that. Um, but I haven't reached out to the Lenapes or anything because I'm still trying to figure it all out. And there's this thing that I want to try first, and it's very out of the ordinary, and it has to do with going to the graveyard and speaking to the ancestors. Now, hear me out on this. So, there's this guy on YouTube. He goes by the name of Dalen Spratt, and he goes around graveyards and he speaks to spirits through a spirit box. It's like a radio that has all these words mixed in, and you turn on the box, and whatever words pop out, and you have to really listen closely. It's like the spirits can manipulate the words and form sentences. So, from watching his videos, and I'm about that life. I'm like, I wonder if I go ahead and do something like that. Like, how would it work out for me? So, what is pulling me towards this is because the past few weeks I've been having dreams. I've been having dreams of this graveyard not too far from me. So at this graveyard is where I've been told that a lot of my Lenape ancestors are buried. And my Italian grand my great great grandfather is buried. So my great great grandfather or great 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 one of those my great grandfather from Italy, he married a Lenape woman. So he's buried there along with that Lenape side of the family. And I've been told that they're buried way in the back of this graveyard. Um, they all had bought a plot together because they got money from what happened was one of the ancestors, she was little, she got hit by one of those carriages back in the day with the horses and whatnot. She got hit by that and she passed away. And they had gotten some money out of that. So they just all put it towards this plot, and that's where they're all buried. And I've been told that they're buried way in the back of this graveyard, and it would be really hard to find them. And I haven't went because of that situation, them being way like it's not the fact that they're buried way in the back, but it's just like where I live, we have deers, foxes, skunks, and that comes with ticks and all that. And I just want to be careful going back there because I don't want to like catch anything. Um, we have a lot of turkeys. There's it's a whole wildlife where I live. Um, but I still want to go. And lately, I've been having dreams of this graveyard. And in these dreams, it's like I'm in the graveyard and it's always at night. And I see like this open space beyond the trees, and it's just dark and vast. And it's like I feel my ancestors calling me to go back there. And in one of the dreams, I saw a grave that had the year 1739 on it. So I don't know what it is with the year 1739, but I've been keeping that in the back of my head. Um, but for the past few dreams, it's like I feel like I'm being called to go back there. So each day that goes by, I feel a tug, and that's how I know. I'm like, oh, okay, there's something to this. Whenever you feel like a tug, a pull, or something, um, use your judgment and stuff like that. But if it feels safe, nothing harmful or anything, um I move forward with it. And this doesn't feel harmful or anything. It really feels like they're calling me. I know it sounds so up in the air, but that's what I've been feeling. And crazy too, it is going into the fall, and usually around this time the veil is thin, so there is a lot more spirit communication because of the veil being so thin. So I feel like this is another reason why I'm having all these dreams back to back. And I've been getting like a lot of ringing in my ear too. So it's just, I don't know. But I think I want to do a spirit box session at this graveyard. Um, and I'm thinking about recording this too. So I want to see how this will go. I think too, I want to look at their gravestones and look at their last names. Um, Particularly with the Italian great great grandfather, because he had changed his last name because when he came out here, if y'all hear something, that's some sirens. But I want to look at my great great grandfather's last name because he had changed his last name because when he came out here, he was being discriminated against. He's he was Southern Italian, so Southern Italians, they're different from Northern Italians, different looks, so they was getting discriminated, so he had changed his last name. So yeah, I don't know, I'm a little nervous, but like I said, I just keep getting this pull towards going to their gravestones. So that is the plan. I am planning on going to their gravestones and pull out the spirit box and start asking some questions. Um, Especially, questions about Lenape and um the dreams, see if they have anything to do with that. Um, yeah, and I'm going to hopefully be able to record it and post it on here. So it's going to be one of those videos. Nervous, but excited at the same time because this is new. So we'll see how it goes.